Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing this morning? And I do mean morning. It's not even 10 o'clock. But of course, I've been up early. You know me, I'm an early bird. I catches the worm. But then I say to myself, who needs it? Who wants the worm? Not I. But I'm just up here. I always get up early and then go back to bed. But this morning I have not gone back to bed. I've been up here doing my usual. Crocheting has caught me again, y'all. I've got all this stuff laid out here on my table. And I'm waiting for more yarn to there goes the sirens. Waiting for another order for yarn to come in today. And I think I may have ordered the wrong one. But that's not why I'm up here this morning. How y'all doing this morning? I haven't been up here. I don't think I came up here yesterday at all. Did I? I don't remember. I get so involved in this crochet. I don't know what's going on. I said, let me take the time to get up here and say, how y'all doing this morning? Let me check on the AAG team. Even though I said I was going to record maybe twice a week. But it seems like to me that's not enough. I don't know. I need to come up here and say something. Even though I don't have that much material, but I can at least say, how you doing? That's the least I could say. And I hope all is well. I'm doing well. The weather has been, very well. Well, today it's a little chilly, and I think we're getting some rain later on. But I'm planning to go out. That's why, I got my little red this and the little red that. I just want me a sandwich. I don't want to cook. I'm tired of that cabbage thing that I made, the casserole. It probably getting old by now because I don't know. I don't even remember what day it was that I made it. But anyway, I don't think I'm going to eat any more of that. And tuna fish. I got some tuna fish in there. I'm just tired of the same old, same old. I think it's time for another chili feet, one of those Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. Subs. Yep, I think it's time for Philly. I don't know. Or either, I never did get my KFC pot pie. So it's going to be a toss-up between the two. And I figure if I leave out of here maybe around 11 o'clock, they should be fresh, especially that pot pie should be fresh and everything. I don't want no old pot pie that's been sitting there since yesterday or the day before. See, that's why I don't like to, a lot of times to even go eat out. I don't know if today's a good day, for everything to be fresh. You know how some days you go, it's right on point. It tastes just like it just came out of the fryer or a pan or whatever they're doing, baking it or stewing it, whatever they do. It tastes just like they just got it out. But then another day you might go there, ooh, not so much. What y'all doing different? I'll tell you what they're doing different. They're selling you something a day old or a couple days old. That's what's different. And I never did trust that salad, that you buy in the grocery store and that's already cut up. I just don't trust that. And the collard greens, I think I bought the chopped collard greens maybe once. But of course I washed them. And then if I see something in there that don't look exactly right, maybe some brown stems or something like that, I cut it off. But as far as that tossed salad that you buy that's already packaged, not me. Not I, said the rat. I don't buy that stuff. I don't trust that. First of all, I never did like salad bars too much. I was at a salad bar one time. Remember when Stop and Shop used to have a salad bar? You put your little stuff in your little bowl or whatever, and then they weigh. I don't know if they weighed it or I think they did. I don't know how they figured out how much the thing costs or not. But I've seen a guy. I've seen people go stick their hand in it, and just like at what you call the smorgasbord, like the hometown buffet and all that kind of stuff like that, where you self-serve. Some people ain't got no respect for nothing. They stick their hand in it. They don't use the utensils there as for it. They wiping their nose, digging up their whatever. I said, But I tell you the truth, sure enough, it was good. That hometown buffet. I don't know why they closed it. They used to have two in this area, but they closed down both of them. And they used to have a Ponderosa. What was that other thing they used to have? Oh man, I can't think of it right now. But anyway, it was one of those things, you got the American Steakhouse. They used to have a beautiful salad bar. I mean, you could go to that salad bar. You don't even buy the steak later for that. You just get full. You paid it. I think it was back in the day, it used to be like $6.95 for the salad bar, if that's all you wanted, salad bar. And you could go up there and serve yourself. But the thing is, they had like fried chicken on the salad bar. They had it was a smorgasbord, y'all. It was a spread up there. And that's what I used to get most of the time if I went to the American Steakhouse. But I think they too have closed all those. The only thing that's open is a Longhorn and Outback, I think, over in this area. But I don't get to eat out much. The last time I ate out, I think we went to whose birthday was it? I don't know if it was my daughter's birthday or my ex-husband's birthday. We all went to the steakhouse and had dinner. We had dinner. That's what it was. It was good. I can eat their food real good, especially that rack of rib. And like I said, I don't eat much. Only time I eat, most of the time, either I'll have something delivered or I'll jump on the old buzz around and buzz on down there and get it. Which is, sometimes when they deliver stuff, you can't trust that. People are, I don't know, it's like they're heartless. You can't trust them. Nope. Like they say, put your trust in God. Put your trust in no man. None. That's talking Bible right there. In God we trust. Every piece of U.S. currency that I have says what? In God we trust on it. Don't trust nobody with your money. You lose so many friendships that way. But let me get back to my Philly cheesesteak. I don't, this is what I'm thinking. I haven't decided yet, y'all. So I got almost a whole hour. And I want to soak my feet and brush this stuff on here and see if it'll dry before I get ready to go. I don't want to create no problems more with my, I had to let it dry. And then plus my feet are still swollen. But I go see my doctor next week. And put some of this, paint this. I don't know if it's helping or not, y'all. But I'm going to soak my feet before I go. Like I said, I came up here to talk to you first. And that way I can just soak my feet for maybe about 2 or 3, not a long time. It's not good to soak your feet for a real long time. Unless you're going to the spa or something like that. As a matter of fact, I think that's what I'm going to start doing. Going to the spa and get me a pedicure. That's another thing I got, when that stuff is going on my TV, I got to look over there and see what is going on over there. But anyway, start getting me a pedicure. I don't even know how much they cost. Can you believe I've never had a pedicure? I've done my own. I've never went to the salon I used to go to get my hair done quite often, especially when I was in school and at a very younger age. I used to go get my hair done. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if you remember back in the day how people used to get their hair frosted. As a matter of fact, I really do believe this is part of the reason that my hair is bald today. It's because I got, what do you call it, my hair frosted. When they used to put this cap on top of your head. and then they would pull your hair up through it, then dye it, and you're talking something that hurts. It didn't all come out then. Eventually, I think it gets weak, and your hair gets weak and stuff like that. Oh, man, y'all. How would you like to be down there with that? How would you like to go the deep sea diving? Be adventurous. Snorkel, like they say, start off with a snorkel. I ain't snorkeling, I ain't swimming. I used to go swimming when I was in school and stuff like that. And, I never really learned how to swim, though. I was just there to get a grade, just to get in the water. You had to go get in the water at least once a month, I think it was. Oh, excuse me. I had some coffee this morning. Of course, it was delicious. But when I was in school, I think I told you this before, they go by the amount. I forgot how many times we had to go. I think it was like once a week we had swimming, which added up to, I think, 4 times in a marking period. I forgot how that thing went. But anyway, you go swimming once, maybe you just see. And that's all it was. And, you had to walk around all day with a nappy head. But I'm not, I'm scared of water. I really am. I'm really afraid of water. And it's an eerie feeling, when you walk out on a dock, like on the, what do they call that? Call that a dock, that thing that you walk out into the water? The pier, I guess it's called the pier. And so when you walk down there and walk way out there, water's on both sides of you, both sides. Now, I have done that, but it seems to me that water calls you, like it's beckoning you. Come on in. Oh, head into the no. As a matter of fact, But that's true. It's something about water that's mesmerizing. Even now, you get in the bathtub, you don't want to get out. You're sitting in there in the bathtub, you relax. Get in the shower, you don't want to get out. What's up with that? It's something about water. But, a lot of people don't realize that we all are living on an island in a way of speaking because we're all surrounded by water. Oh, yeah. And every body of water is connected. Isn't that something? It's fascinating if you think about it. I think the only body of water that is not connected is the pond. Wait a minute, a river is connected. Yeah, a river. Because we got, the Great Lakes. All bodies of water, except I think it's the pond. And some ponds are like man-made and stuff like that. I remember when we were down home, I may have told this story before. Like I said, I might be repeating myself on a lot of my videos because I have so many. And it's going way, way back, and I didn't have a lot of subscribers, maybe not even, I don't know how many subscribers I had, very few. And I got very few views on my video. You could probably go back there and look at some of the old videos. And they had down there, down south, when I was in North Carolina, they had a man-made irrigation hole. And an irrigation hole is just a big hole that they dig to water the crops. And the thing is, a lot of I'll say especially boys, not so much as me because I didn't know how to swim. That's one place I didn't follow my brothers with. I didn't follow behind them, because I was like a follower. I'm the baby after all, I'm going to follow you where the heck you going. And so my brothers told this story. They had went swimming in this irrigation hole. him and some other boys were down there swimming. You know, this is what you do down south. You ain't got no toys. You ain't got much anyway. You know, you're just a country boy, probably walking around with no shoes on. As a matter of fact, we all used to walk around with no shoes on. We were barefoot 95% of the time. But anyway, that's another story, y'all. This irrigation hole, my brother and his friends went swimming, and his friends got in the water first. And he hollered out, "Don't come in, don't come in. Something in here is biting me." And you don't know what it was. It was a water moccasin. Water moccasin snakes had made their way and made, I guess, a home in this irrigation hole. And I would say, you know, God had to be with my brother, and I think the other guys that were with him, that one that went in there first, he is the one, I believe, that died that day. But he saved the rest of them by shouting out, "Don't come in." He said, "Something in here is biting me." Or either they realized something. Well, this is the way I remember him telling the story. But anyway, you know, it's all surrounding in water. And it's fascinating. I mean, you know, as bad as I would love to go on a cruise, I was talking to my cousin not long ago. She goes on cruises all the time. Every time she's been to St. Thomas. I forgot where else she's been. She's been to Jamaica. Well, is it Jamaica? I forgot. But anyway, she's been quite a few places. And I was talking to her, you know, about cruises because she's an experienced cruiser. You know, she's been, I don't know, I'll say at least maybe 4 or 5 cruises. And so she knows all about it. And I was telling her that, you know, I wanted to go and about how scary I was. And she said, yes, it is kind of scary. You know, and I'm older than her. She's like in her 60s, I think. Yeah, I'm about 10 years older than her. She's my first cousin on my mother's side. Now, I think I got callers. Yeah, she's doing. But she did say it was scary, you know. Can you imagine? See, I can visualize it. I can picture myself being there, panicking, and no way to get off. You know, it's like if you're in a room. I mean, I get kind of claustrophobic sometimes, but you know, when the storms and stuff come, I get up and go and get in my bathroom and close the door. I'm very happy and content in there. But I can come out if I want to. But you get on that big ship, that cruiser, you are not leaving until they dock. And they got certain places they go to, you know, dock. Well, you know how cruise work. And even someone up there on the YouTube, what was his name? I think it was Chef Jeff was a little I don't know if he was claustrophobic or what the situation was, but he was feeling some kind of way up there, you know, because it's got to be eerie. You know, if you're trapped, have you ever been trapped in an elevator and you can't get out? Somebody's got to come and let you out. They might come and they might not. I remember I used to answer the phone for the elevators. You know, if you're in a building or something like that for Otis, I think it was Otis Elevator or something like that. If you're in one of their elevators, they got an answering service. And we have to contact, you know, the service guy that, you know, fixes it when it breaks down. Need I say more? You still in there. This person has called, called contacted to connected to the answering service, and now you got to get this guy to go and let these people out. I guess they take their own time. But meantime, and in between time, you're terrified. You're in there by yourself. Suppose it's late at night. Ooh. I often wondered, do you have lights in there once you get stuck? I've never actually been stuck. I lived in a building one time. I lived on the 9th floor. The elevator was always breaking down. They had like 2 elevators for, I think the whole building was 13 floors or 14 floors, but there wasn't that many apartments on the, the upper floor. The elevator used to stay broke. One of them was breaking. Every now and then, both of them be broke. And it never happened to me. But I had went out there, like early in the morning when having to go to work and everything like that, waiting for the elevator. The elevator doesn't come. So then I got to walk 9 flights of steps. Thank God it was down. Because by the time I come home from work, it's fixed again. But I often wonder, does the elevator get dark? I don't think the elevator gets dark unless the lights go. I don't know. I'm not sure. But now we have to have a blackout in the building. But the weird thing is, I think the, generator lights come on, like the exit light, it shows you where the exit is. And I think the stairwell is sort of lit. I forgot that too. That's been over 20-some years ago that I lived in that building. But I remember the exit lights being on the time we had a blackout. And then, it showed you where the stairs are. You could see. You could see. But you ain't got no lights in your apartment. You in the dark. I mean, unless you got, you prepared like me, you got your stuff. So you got your lights on. And one lady, I felt so bad for her. She came out of her apartment. She said, I don't like no mess like this. She was older than me. At that time, I was kind of young anyway. I didn't have no business in that building. But it was a place they would put you, if you didn't have anywhere else to go. And at that time, I didn't have anywhere to go. And so they started putting, like, younger people in there like myself. I think when I first moved in there, I was like 46. There was like elderly people in the building. And she said, I don't like no mess like this. I started to invite her into my apartment. But at that time, I was in my world, so I just wanted to stay in my world by myself. I didn't want no company. And I often wondered, did they have the lights on in that elevator? When it broke down or when, the lights out, did the elevator also go out? I can deal, most of the time I can tell if I got some light. Just don't put me in the dark. Move! Anyway, I'm going to get off the video, y'all, because I'm getting silly by the moment. Another green fish is on TV. Another green turtle is on TV. What next? I know I got to get up out of here. I started to clean up my front porch out here, because I got those leaves out there. And I got to clean my door up, too. I got a lot of stuff I got to do, y'all. But instead, I'm doing, you already know what I'm doing. I'm doing this. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Feel like boogalooing to the Texas Hold'em. Beyonce, baby. Woo. I'm going to trip on my own rug I got down here. But anyway, I started cleaning off the front porch. I took that terrible looking chair that's broken and put it on the back porch. I was going to take, it's so heavy. Believe it or not, it's a heavy chair. And I got to get off the video, y'all. I guess you say I say that all the time. But it's, I've been up here about 20, looks like 25 minutes. And so I took the chair off the porch. It was so weathered until it looked like it had moss or something on it, or what's that other thing? Moss and what was it, mold? I don't know if it was mold, but it turned black. The chair once upon a time was a dining room chair, and it was like a deep walnut brown, walnut color. And so I brought the chair from the front porch and put it on the back. So now it's on the back porch. So when I get ready to go take my trash out, and I still got the plant out there, this was my plan, earlier this morning. I was doing it. Then how it's like almost I was paused in midair while I was doing it. And anyway, I got that little tree out there that I was supposed to be taking that outside to the dumpster too. So my plan was, when I'm going out the front to take the tree, I will just swing around to the back and drag the chair while I'm driving my scooter. Sounds like a plan? But will it work? Is the chair too heavy for me to pull? But I put it on the back. Like I said, I put it on the back out there. And that is closer, to where I live, to the dumpster, instead of me going out the front door. Because usually when I take the trash, I usually go out the front, go around, then to the dumpster. I think that's a plan, y'all. And on that note, I go with love. See you again soon.